माहियाना आया मेरा माहियाना आया माहियाना आया मेरा माहियाना आया रांझना आया मेरा माहियाना आया मेरा रांझना आया खादा नूर देख के अखियां चो हंजुर उड़ दे. Thank you.
Please, Corbin.
Hello. Hi, this is Roshni from Sinistan.
Hi, Roshni.
So, my question is, so this is for the first time the political unrest in the northeastern region is being portrayed in a mainstream film. So, what's your comment on that? And also, what was the impact on your psyche after you were done shooting the film?
Okay, we've made films in Northeast in the past, but this is the first mainstream film, yes. At the same time, this is the first film where there's a correct representation. Like Andrea Kevichusa is not just a character in the film, she's the female lead in the film. In fact, her role is at par with my role. So this has never happened before. So if it's coming from the horse's mouth, the people who have suffered in Northeast, I think it means a lot. And I think Indian Hindi cinema has aged with this film because there's a correct representation. 80% of the cast is from the Northeast. Of course, there's a certain empathy in everybody's heart, but when it comes from the person who has suffered, I think it holds more weight. If you give the pedestal to that person, it's more credible. It's the right way to do it. Yes, I felt a lot about Northeasterners when I heard the first-hand accounts when we were shooting in Assam, in Meghalaya. So yeah, there's a certain change, and we're still learning and evolving. Of course, it's a very complex situation out there. We just term them as Northeasterners, but they are also multicultural, multilingual. They're different tribes. There's so many different languages. There is also not it's not a unified entity over there, because in Manipur there's some struggle going on, in Nagaland also. So I think it's again, it was an eye opener for me. I thought they don't like a common educated Northeasterner doesn't like to call them as a Northeasterner. They want to represent their state or their tribe, and they're very passionate about it.
मैसेज कुछ अलग है, देश को जोड़ने की बात करती है, भाषा की बात करती है, अलग अलग मुद्दे इसमें छेड़े गए हैं, and I'm sure you like this film.
We will love.
Be treated in a certain way. अब जिनको हिंदी बोली नहीं आती है, वो बचपन से हिंदी उन्होंने बोली नहीं है, तो एक दिन अचानक उनको हिंदी बोलने के लिए सीखने के लिए कहा जाए, it's really unfair. So it really doesn't matter एक common language है कि नहीं है, बस दिल एक होना चाहिए. That's what I feel.
Ayushman, this film talks about India, Hindustan. Which common factor do you think binds the entire nation?
I think it's diversity. We have so many languages, so many religions, and every 10 kilometers there's a change in dialect. I think our diversity is the biggest strength. That's the uniqueness of our nation, and I think that binds us together.
One more question. That presently a debate is going on over Hindi language, and Hindi language has a reference in this trailer, in your film also. What's your take on this, and do you think the actors and the artists should be bit more responsible while talking in this debate?
I guess everybody comes with certain kind of experience they've had in life. What I feel is that we should give importance to each and every language in this country. It's a default setting probably that Hindi speakers are more than 50%.
My question to you would be, we have seen that a sport plays a massive role in this film to unite the country. It is actually in real life we also see when we go to a stadium to watch some sport, be it cricket, be it football, we cheer for Hindustan, we cheer for India. What is your take on this particular issue that sports unites the country?
I think it's both sports and cinema. They're the two biggest entities in the country, especially cricket and cinema. So I guess, of course, when you're playing a particular sport, you look out for the best player in the team. You don't really feel that this person is of certain sect or certain community or speaks a certain language. If he's playing for your team, your country, you're supporting that person. Same goes for movies.
Pretty much a method actor.
You go into a method if you've not played something you've not experienced in life. For example, I'm not this person. I'm different from Joshua. So you take more training, and I have a friend of mine in special forces. I can't take his name because he's in special forces. So he's just like this guy. Yeah.
Kind of inspired.
Absolutely, he's my childhood friend, and he's almost my best friend. So like I have 2-3 best friends. So yeah.
Okay, so inspiration drawn. अब मुझे ये बताइए जो training period आपकी रही होगी तो काफी मुशक्कत भरी रही होगी, or you had to do a lot actually to train up yourself for this particular character. And I'm talking about not about your physical appearance, but more of the the psyche of it.
I think whichever film I do, like Article 15 or Anek with Anubhav Sinha, it arises from empathy. If you have empathy towards fellow Indians, fellow communities, or people in general, so I think your psyche is prepared in a way because the film says something. It is kind of value addition to the society. As an artist, you have a certain social responsibility. I think you should fulfill that with every film. That's my way of taking it, and I believe in cinema for change, and this is part of that.
Yeah!